And the special effects for it were cool. The music came out perfect. The sound was awesome. I mean, everything except maybe just a little bit of panache to it was there.
Yeah, I've heard that also that they kind of berated the crowd for not being into or not being polite to the opener.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, good on them for defending their opener. That was awesome. You know, now that I'm a musician, I see that. Back then, I really wasn't
Right.
as much. But yeah, they defended their opener, so good on them for that. You know, they were defending another musician who took the stage in front of maybe more people than he's ever been in front of. Who knows? But yeah, they just seem tired. You know, usually when you watch their videos and see live performance of them, Anthony Kiedis is up there running around, and Flea is just going. He was going crazy on the bass, but he wasn't being Flea. You know, he wasn't jumping around, and Chad on the drums wasn't really doing like just everything all over. They were just tired. I don't blame them for it. It kind of, you know, when you paid, like you said, $300 for tickets. Now I got them as a Christmas present, but I know they were $340, and they were pretty good seats. So it was kind of like, man, I know they could play better. I know they could.
When we caught them earlier this year, it was a great show. Trombone Shorty from New Orleans opened for him.
Oh, cool.
With his band was great. Absolutely fantastic. Like, actually ended up, several of my coworkers went to that show as well. And we all went out and bought his record because of that.
Oh.
So, I mean, it
worked
well. But before him, they had one of their old drummers, and he was drumming to, like, a techno track.
Oh.
And...
yeah.
And it didn't hit.
Yeah.
But luckily, in this instance, nobody booed. We just... and I felt kind of bad, because, you know how, like, I'd rather have somebody... Because if somebody boos me, then I'm just going to be like, well, fuck you, because I'm about to... you're not getting any of the gimmick. You're not getting any of the... But I'm gonna stay out here. You know, if they told me I got 45 minutes, I'm going to use 45 minutes exactly, and you're going to have to deal with all of it. But to just get kind of no reaction, it's just like, oh, they don't even care that I'm here.
Yeah, that one's rough sometimes on stage. Being a funny band too, when nobody's laughing.
Right. Personally, I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was supposed to be. Looking back, 6 months later, I'm still just like, I don't know what that was.
Right.
But he was it was an interesting gig. They did a really good job though. But Anthony Kiedis, like, I don't know if he rolled his ankle or what, but like 3 songs in and had to spend the rest of it like leaning on the microphone stand. Was one of those, your heroes are getting old kind of moments.
Yeah, I mean, you forget that they started in like 88 or 89. Well, now that you know, you don't think about that, but...
They got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. And, to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's 25 years since your first album came out.
Okay.
Your first major release.
Yep.
There's a dude in the band who got inducted with them who was only 32. And you realize it's like, dude, they've probably been a band almost as long as he was. What, 3 or 4 probably when they got together in the first place. So Red Hot Chili Peppers is the worst gig. So what show are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Oh man, Bare Naked Ladies. I was looking forward to seeing them in 2010 on my birthday. I was gonna, right before I left for the Navy, they were gonna play at the Brady,
right?
And that show fell through for whatever reason. Not sure if they didn't get ticket sales or what happened with that. But then I lucked out and saw them at the Joint at the Hard Rock Casino here recently, and they do a great job. I've seen like DVDs of them playing live. They're a slightly different lineup. Basically, they're just minus one guy from where they started. But they do a good job of engaging with the crowd, joking around. Of course, their music's, in my opinion, great. But they also did a good job of, while they have like a few new albums out in the last few years, they've played some of that, but they definitely made sure to play stuff that the crowd would know. They played like 1 week. They played The Big Bang Theory. Because the lead singer, Ed Robertson, definitely was like, hey, I know some of you guys either got free tickets to this show from the Hard Rock, or your significant other is the one who drug you here and you have no idea who we are and don't care, But we're going to play a song that we make sure that you all probably know. So they were good about engaging with the crowd, joking around, keeping it light, having a good time, and it definitely showed on the stage. So that was the one I'd looked forward to seeing the most, because I never got to see them, and they definitely didn't disappoint at all.
I'm just glad to hear. I work at the Hard Rock in IT, and one of us is assigned to each one of the gigs, and I think Lewis worked that show, and he said they were very good. So
yeah, the all the stage that they had set up for them, whoever the stage manager was, who was running lights and sound, kudos to you, man. You did awesome.
Well, when this podcast is downloaded 1 million times, or whatever, we'll make sure that he hears that. But in all truth and honesty, I will definitely pass that along, because I can just go down there, and
yeah.
So I'll make sure he knows that you enjoyed it.
He should.
Sincerely. But I'm glad to hear that you got to see one of the bands that's involved in your favorite record, because that's great, because that's not something we all get to do. So, as we wind down, I see that you have brought an acoustic here.
I have.
You want to play something for us, and then
I'll play one song. Yeah.
All right, man.
You wouldn't happen to have a capo, would you?
I do.
Yeah.
Awesome, rummaging around through my house looking for a capo.
So the name of this song is Black Sheep. You can find it on our Reverb page, which is, I believe, reverbnation.com/Dixie Wrecked 3. That's because there's been other bands named Dixie Wrecked. We're just the one here in Tulsa. But this is actually not one of our funny songs. This is one I wrote as a real country song. And it's somewhat inspired by Merle Haggard and some of the older artists. So I hope you guys like it. It's an original. I wrote this. It's not about me, however. I always make sure to preface that in there. This is definitely a 3 chords in the truth type song. There's nothing intricate about it, nothing crazy. It's just straight guitar, vocals. And this is the one everybody's going to get a bit of a sneak peek at this, because we haven't played this live, and I don't know if it's going to go on an album or not, so hope you guys enjoy it. It's called Black Sheep. Well, nope. Let me start that over. Sorry, man.
It's all right.
And
I can totally edit.
Yeah. Well, I live like Keith Whitley, and I damn sure know it's how I'll die. Well, I drink and I cuss and I cause quite a fuss, without any real reason why. I was raised up with morals and to always hold my head high. Yeah, my mama, she tried to show me the light, but nowadays I cause her to cry. I'm just living on time that is borrowed, and I'm drowning in debt. One day this lifestyle will catch up to me, but it hasn't quite caught up just yet. Well, I list so damn fast, I'm like a train going off of the track. Between the whiskey and the pills and all the cheap thrills, there ain't no time for looking back. Well, the preacher, he told me that it's never too late to be saved. I was told not to come back, nearly gave him a heart attack. when I told him how I behaved. I'm just living on time that is borrowed, and I'm drowning in debt. One day this lifestyle might catch up to me, but it hasn't quite caught up just yet. Sing along to this song and please hear just what I say. That a black sheep like me just ain't no way to be, and I'll pay for it all one day. And old Satan himself better put a lock on his gate. It'll be Hank 1, 2, and 3, then followed by me, raising hell on his real estate. I'm just living on time that is borrowed, and I'm drowning in debt. One day this lifestyle might catch up to me, but it hasn't quite caught up just yet. One day this lifestyle might catch up to me, but it hasn't quite caught up just yet. There she is.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you for letting me play it, man.
I really appreciate you being the first guest.
Oh, man, it's been great.
On the new Tulsa Sound podcast we've got here. And everybody, please check out wearetulsamusic.com.
Please. More clicks.
More clicks. And support the scene, because that's the only way that it grows.
Yeah, definitely support your local bands, your sound engineers, karaoke DJs, and the bars that do all this. Without all those people, and of course yourself going out and doing it, it's not possible.
Yes, thank you most of all, because without you, well, then it's just a bunch of guys and gals sitting in a bar.
Thank you, Aaron, for having me on today, man.
All right, I appreciate it. Well, I've been Aaron, and this is Roger.
Howdy.
You guys have a great night.